Hey everybody, Congressman Mast here. I just want to begin by saying thank you to Florida International University to receive the Distinguished Military Legacy Award. It's truly an honor as a military guy to receive a honor related to my service in the military. I can't thank you enough, not just because of its recognition of my own service, but because of what it represents. It's about the commitment and the sacrifice and the strength of all who have worn our nation's uniform, my brothers and sisters that came before me. And before I was elected to Congress, I followed in my father's footsteps by serving in the U.S. Army for more than a dozen years. He served way back during Korea. I was proud to serve as a bomb disposal expert under the Elite Joint Special Operations Command. Very clearly, my final mission in Afghanistan completely changed what would be my life going forward when the last IED that I ever came across took out both of my legs, my index finger, a good part of my arm. But I can tell you that while I was recovering at Walter Reed here in Washington, D.C., my father, who I said had served before, he came and he told me something very important. And it stayed with me ever since. I like to think that Dad didn't have to say this to me, but he did say it to me. And so I still carry it with me every day. And he said, Brian, you can't let your best days of service be in your past. You can't let the best example that you set for your kids be in your past. If your job is defending your country, is fighting for this country, then make sure that the best that you do of that is something that's still in your future. And I took that advice and I continued to serve our country through agencies like the National Nuclear Security Administration and the Department of Homeland Security, and all to keep serving the cause of freedom and our values and everything that we fight for, that I wore on my sleeve when I was wearing camouflage in Afghanistan, those things that I believe in. So today, as I serve in my fifth term representing Florida's 21st Congressional District and now as chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, I can tell you that I still carry that same mission every single day. How do I fight for the United States of America? How do I make sure that the best defense that I give our country is in the days in front of me, is every day moving forward? And whether it's fighting to strengthen our national security or protect our waterways back home in the district or support those who have worn the uniform after I took the uniform off, I serve this country as I did on the battlefield. I try to do it every single day without any regard for personal gain or without any regard for personal sacrifice, because that is the way that every brother and sister that I had to my left and right, that's the way that they all did it. And that's the way that anybody serves this country owes service to this country without regard for personal gain or personal sacrifice. And so I just want to thank all of you at FIU, home to hundreds of veterans and more than 1,000 military connected students who continue to serve in new ways, strengthening our community every single day. It's really it's an incredible heritage of service, and I want to thank you all for working with our veterans every single day to make it a place where they can grow and they can foster that their best defense that they give this country is always still something in front of them, because they're that much better than they were the day before. And I'd maybe close it with this point. I always tell people what the United States of America means to me, and this is what it means to me certainly as a wounded service member. And that is that every single day that I wake up under 50 stars and 13 red and white stripes, I get to decide that today is better than yesterday, or I don't. I get to decide that the defense that I give my country today is better than the defense that I gave my country the day before. I get to make those choices every day when I wake up under an American flag. It doesn't matter if yesterday I lost 2 legs and a finger. In our country, we get to make every day better than the day before. And that's what I think the United States of America is all about. It's what I fight for every single day. And so to each of you, thank you for your service. Thank you for continuing the example of what real service is in behalf of the United States of America, your service putting on that uniform, thank you. Couldn't be more proud than to have you all as brothers and sisters in arms that are out there attending FIU. And to President Nunes and the entire FIU family, thank you again for this honor. I'm very proud to call you a friend, and very proud to see you as president of the university. I couldn't say that enough. Love to see the places that I've seen you in and the places that you are now, that you have now gone to. Just couldn't be more proud of you, President. And thank you again for this honor. I'm deeply grateful, and I wish you all the best.